Hi there, Chris from Learning Every Day here, and I just wanted to share a little tip with you, something that I've discovered myself recently that's really sort of clarified my thinking a little bit, and it's from Chris Ducker. I was listening to Eric Fisher's Beyond the To-Do List podcast recently. I listened to this episode a couple of times because I really wanted to get to grips with it. And what Chris shares within the podcast is he shares with us the 3 lists of freedom. And it's really, really basic, but I actually got to start thinking. So I cleared my whiteboard and wrote down the 3 lists, and I've been starting to add to it over the last couple of days just to to get to grips with it. Because one thing as a business owner, we feel like we kind of should do everything ourselves, or we feel like being busy is like it's a good thing. That is the point. It is to be busy, but it's make sure we're being productive and being busy doing the right things. So making sure we're spending time with the right people, doing the right jobs, the things that we're either good at, or the stuff that we actually enjoy, or the stuff that we can only do ourselves. So these 3 lists of freedom are all about how you can outsource and delegate work to other people that perhaps are better at it than you, can do it quicker than you can, perhaps cheaper than you can as well, or more affordable. So the 3 lists are simply to list 1 is just to write down things that you hate doing, okay? The stuff that you kind of procrastinate over, the stuff that you just hate doing, right? So that list is already started. I've got it up on my whiteboard just up here. And then the second list is stuff that you can't do. Now, I've personally found this to be the hardest one for me. I don't know why. Chris in his interview with Eric Fisher kind of mentions that perhaps you might find it to be the most difficult one to write about because as a business owner you feel like you can do everything. So this is like stuff you can't do. And I'm just trying to see what I've actually got on my list. Right, well, one of the things is I definitely can't do everything. And I can't be everywhere. So there's maybe something in that where I can maybe delegate, where people can be places that I can't be, perhaps maybe networking events or something. I'm not sure yet about that one. And the next list is stuff that we shouldn't be doing. Okay, so that list is pretty packed actually. I've got maybe 6 or 7 things on that list already, things that shouldn't be doing. For example, I have just written an ebook for a website for podcasting. It's my third ebook I've written, and I'm looking forward to getting out there. But I was about to sit down and proofread it. It's 7,000 words, so it's quite a short ebook in some respects. However, I didn't do it. I put that on my list. Proofreading is not one of the things I should be doing. Creating the content, getting all the big ideas in there, and then outsource that proofreading to someone who's far better at it than I am, and probably much more productive at it too. Will actually read it with a fresh pair of eyes. So I've outsourced that. Yeah, it's going to cost me a little bit of money, but it saves me that time as well. Other things I've got on that list are things like editing videos, for example, things like that. This video will be fine because it's going to be going to be really, really quick. I'm not going to have to edit anything in this video at all, apart from just top and tail and get it out there. But for example, if I was piecing maybe 5 or 6 or 10 videos together, transitions, editing, maybe an intro, maybe an outro, maybe text and all that kind of stuff, I think that stuff should be done by someone else. Just not enough time to do that. Another example would be like WordPress tweaks or website tweaks and stuff like that. I've got a guy that I just give all that to. He's really great. He just goes and he gets some stuff done. So if I've got an idea, I just write to him and he says, yeah, that's fine, we'll get that done whenever. So there's things like that. I've got other things on there that I'm working on that I want to find a way to actually outsource them effectively and still make sure I'm getting value from it. But yeah, I've got loads of stuff on that list. And the other list, the hate doing list, I've got a few I've got a few on there as well, and I'm sure we've all got things in our business that we hate doing, but that's the 3 lists. The list, it basically in the call, says it urges you to do it immediately. So check out the episode. It's beyond the to-do list. Stick my teeth back in, and it's by Eric Fisher. So check it out, and his guest is Chris Ducker. His book is you can find more about his book at www.thevirtualfreedombook.com. No, it's just virtualfreedombook.com. If you go there, you'll find out about his book. I've downloaded it, like I said, onto Kindle for my holiday. I'm really looking forward to reading it because I want to find out a bit more about how I can make more use of my time, better use of my time. But the 3 lists, write them down: hate doing, can't do, and shouldn't be doing. And then just start writing them down. I mean, keep it in Evernote, put it on your whiteboard, put it on a flip chart, something like that, and just keep adding to it over time and find out what it is, what's the stuff that you should only be doing, or that can only be done by you, and start to outsource and delegate and build a team around you. So that's my little tip for today. It's something that I'm working on just now and I thought that you might find useful. Don't forget to be awesome.